The Edmonton Oilers made a big splash where they traded a first-round pick in 2015, a second-round pick in 2015 to the New York Islanders in exchange for Griffin Reinhart. Now, Griffin Reinhart was in the Oilers' backyard. He was the captain. I don't know if he was the captain. He was a big part of the Edmonton Oil Kings when they were a very good team in the WHL champions. They did win the Memorial Cup, but I kind of got a sniff of nepotism, or I don't know if that's the correct term, but they went with familiar faces. Like, this guy is already within the organization. Let's just get him. Like, it seemed very short-sighted and narrow-minded. Like, here's a good player that plays for our junior team. Let's just get him. Let's not scour the league. We're here giving away a first and a second round pick.
It's one of those problems, like with the Canucks. A lot of people get mad that they don't draft more players from Victoria or Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why don't we have Brendan Gallagher? Why didn't we have Milan Lucic when he was desirable? But it's the thing, when you do that, if you put too much value on the local kids, instantly, for every good one you pick up, you'll probably get 3 or 4 that you regret that you draft a round higher than you should, or offer, a lot more in a trade than you should for them.
Like a Matthew Phillips or somebody in Victoria right now, or let's say...
People have been talking about Madison Bowie might be a trade target for the Canucks, and he's the type of guy that, good NHLer. We're not sure how good really yet, but do you want to draft him much higher than he should be?
He's a perfect next installment of Jim Benning's penny stocks.
Now might be a good time if you're not overpaying for him, just because he's BC product.
Yeah.
WHL wise anyway.
Yeah, he's this year's Derek Pouliot.
I mean, you roll the dice on enough Derek Pouliots, one of them's gonna be less.
Or if you're like Peter Chiarelli, you roll the dice on enough Derek Pouliots, you're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
All right, so
Griffin Reinhart wasn't supposed to be a Pouliot though. He was supposed to be like a sure thing.
He was supposed to be if he was born 10 years prior, he would have been perfect in the NHL as a slow, hulking, big shot defenseman.
He's an Eric Branson, similar.
Fuck it, he is an Eric Branson.
Really great hockey fundamentals when playing against children in the body of a man. You look amazing. The skills did transfer over in the NHL until about 2008, 9, when things started changing direction at least a little bit. And all of a sudden, these players are, bottom pairing at best. They're not going to be your star because they can't obstruct like they used to.
And again, I've been hitting home short-sighted all night long, but it's like we need somebody that's we need a big guy that's not going to push around our young guys, because that's a problem the Oilers had. And it's like we need a defenseman, a defensive defenseman. Who can we get? We got a guy in our backyard. Let's overpay for him. And that's what they did. And this deal, I don't know how many games he played for the Oilers.
29.
They lost him in the expansion draft to Vegas, if I recall. And
he's playing for the Chicago Wolves right now. I think they're the...
Yeah, they are. And it's mind-boggling. And these picks turned into Matthew Barzal and the other guy...
Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah. That makes it that much worse.